Pulse. Welcome UNLV students to the Shotokan Karate Studies program. Today's class is an intermediate class, so if you haven't already taken and looked over several of the beginner classes, you may be a little bit lost getting into this intermediate class. So today we're going to go over your low block, your Ge Nambarai, your high block, your Age Uke. We're going to introduce a couple of blocks, Soto Uri Uke, which is an outside block, and Uchi Uke, which is an inside block. We're also just going to do some drills, just like you would in a normal dojo if you were taking karate at a local studio down the street from where you live. Alright, so that being said, we're going to go ahead and start off with a warm-up and we'll get right into the class. So typically for your warm-up, I like to just get your heart rate up. So start with some jumping jacks all the way up, or you can just do them out to the side, however you want to do those. But we're going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to call this a indoor fitness workout here today, because we're going to, like I said, just go over some drills. We're going to walk in stance. So in our Zengatsu Sadachi, our front stance, we're going to walk in those stances. We're going to do some blocks in those stances. We're going to do some kicks in those stances. So again, if you haven't already gone through some of the beginner classes, it's going to be difficult for you to keep up with this intermediate class. So make sure you go back through those before you start this class. All right, so let's go ahead and start with some jumping jacks. Begin. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, hoku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju, ich, ni, san, shi, go, hoku, shichi, hachi, kyu, ju. Yame? Good. All right, let's go ahead and get some butt kickers going. So off to the side, throwing your legs up, trying to touch your heels to your glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, go. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Off to the side. Let's get a little bit of stretching in. Just follow along with me. I'm not going to speak too much as we go through this portion of the warm-up. All right. Standing up, feet about shoulder width apart. Let's just start stretching our arms out. Go ahead and sit down. Feet together. Bring your right foot in, leave your left leg out, stretch out. And switch. and yame. All right. So again, we're going to go ahead and start this class. We're going to just review. We're going to go over our geto burai down blocks and our age uke rising blocks. So let's go ahead and start. Standing up. I'm going to come straight to you. So standing here. Ready. Geto burai kumite. Good. We're going to walk forward with 4 geto burai down blocks and then walk backward with 4 geto burai down blocks. Ready? And begin. Ichi, ni, son, shi, back. Ichi, ni, son, shi, go. Yame. All right, so things to look at, things to concentrate on as you're doing that block, right? We're still bringing our hand up. I'm going to turn a little bit to the side for you. Here is where your hand is coming up. The block is coming down and you're blading your body. So your body is turned. You're in a han mi stance, so your belt is facing in this direction, not this direction, facing over here as the block comes down. The block should also be just outside of your knee, okay? Shouldn't be over your knee or inside here. Remember, as a kick is coming toward your body, you're blocking down and away. You're redirecting that kick away from your body. So again, turning, blading, a lot of the power is going to come from that blading of your body as well, and the turning of your hips out. Again, giving your opponent less of a target, right? Here. All right, so as we move forward, again, you come back to here, body's facing forward, the block is up in here, and then down and out. All right, and then also remember to work on your synchronization. So here, with the block doesn't come after the step or before the step. The block should come with the step. So it should look like this. When that foot lands, the block is also complete. All right, the other thing that we're obviously always working on is telegraphing. So watch that front foot. Try to make sure it's not turning out before each step. All right, and then remember to transfer your weight with each one of these. I'll go from the other side. So again, try to transfer your weight. Try not to step so much. All right. And then we're going to go through these again. So from here, geto burai kumite, and begin. Ichi, ni, son, shi, and back. Ichi, ni, son, shi, and yame. Back up to the top. Very good. All right, I'm going to do it again from the other side. Stay with me here. Just like if this were in a regular class, I want you to do exactly what I'm doing. This is what we would all be doing in class together. All right? So from the other side, just a different angle. Ready? Geto burai kumite. And begin. Ichi, ni, son, shi, and back. Ichi, ni, son, shi, yame, os. All right, another thing to remember when you're stepping back, drive your heel as if it's going through a piece of drywall. All right, imagine there's just a piece of drywall standing here. All right, just behind that foot, and I'm driving this leg through that piece of drywall. So transfer your weight here, and then shift and throw this leg back. Push through that wall. Push through that drywall with your heel. Same thing again. Transfer your weight. Punch through that wall with that rear foot. All right. Driving that power backwards. Again, you're just setting yourself up for a good, stable, solid base very quickly. Again, if someone were coming toward me and I'm stepping back for that block. Another kick comes. You're stepping back for that block. Good, strong, stable, what you're trying to do there with that block or that redirection of force. All right? Let's do that a couple more times, and then we'll move on to another block. All right, so I'm going to come to you this time. And again, ready. Geto burai kumite. And begin. Ichi, ni, son, shi, and back. Ichi, ni, son, shi, yame, os. All right, so this time we're going to introduce a turn. So instead of walking backward, we're going to do a turn. All right, so this is a maroto. All right, so we're going to introduce the turn. How does a turn look? I'll do it from here. So you're here, you've just done your get him right down block. Now, whenever you turn, you're going to bring this foot up, turn, and throw it back right back out. So, again, you're here. Your left leg is your front leg. Your right leg comes up to the draw, turn, and throw that left leg back out to here. Okay, that's your turn. Again, let's just look at the left turn for now. So here, up, and there's your turn. And remember, that turn goes with power. So again, if you were throwing that block, all right, so if I'm going to face away from you, but if I were turning and throwing that block, me turning is helping throw power and put power into that block. So we're here. So I'm going to come up, turn, and throw that block. Okay? It's as if you're here, okay? You're throwing a block, whatever it could be. Maybe you just throwing a punch. And you look back and you see someone is coming with a kick to kick you in the back. You step up and redirect that block. Redirect that kick. Okay? Just like that with that get him right down block. All right, so let's work on that a couple times. I'm going to come to you, then we're going to call the turn. We're going to make that rotation and come back the other way. Instead of going to you, actually, I'll go side to side just so you can see the turn at either end and you can see it from the side. All right? So work with me here. Ready? Get him right to the tip. And begin. Each. Knee. Son. Shi. And turn, or marote. Good. Again, each, knee, son, shi, marote. Yame. All right. Hopefully you picked up on that with that marote, that turn, okay, as your feet come together. Turn, throwing that leg out, swinging that arm down and around as you come down to redirect that kick, okay? Speaking of kicks, let's go ahead and throw some kicks. All right, again, intermediate class, let's look at Maegere Kiagi and Maegere Kikomi. You know the difference between the two. Kikomi is a thrust kick, Kiagi is a snap kick. Easy way to remember that, Kiagi has a letter A in it, so does snap, okay? So snap kick, Kiagi. Kikomi doesn't have an A in it, neither does the word thrust, so Kikomi is a thrust kick. Just an easy way for you to kind of remember the difference between the two kicks. So, Maegere Kiagi, snap kick, Maegere Kikomi, thrust kick. You know the difference between the two. The snap is up, out, and back, just quick. Okay, again here, just like that. That's your snap kick. The thrust kick, you're actually pumping your leg like a piston, out, so your foot comes up, out, back, down. It's not quick like that as much as it is a thrust. So it goes there. You're pushing someone away. If someone were stepping close, you're pushing them back. The snap kick kind of checks them. They're coming towards you and you do it. A quick kick, it just makes them stop and think about what they're getting ready to do, as opposed to that thrust kick, you're pushing them back away from you. All right, you know the difference. This is an intermediate class. Let's do a couple of those Maegere Kiagi front snap kicks. We're going to be walking in Zengatsu Sudachi in our front stance. All right, I'll start here, coming through you. All right, ready. Get him right, come to. Walking forward. Front kick with your rear leg. Ready. Put your hands on your hips if you prefer. And each. Knee. Son. Shi. Morote. So again, we're coming up, out, turn back. Ready. Each. Knee. Son. Shi. Morote. Good. Yame. Back up. Very good. Pulse. All right, let's go side to side. And again, same thing, same drill. All right, off to the side. Ready? If you need to fix your gi, fix your gi. If you're not wearing your gi, that's fine too. All right, to turn away. This is typically what you do in a dojo. You typically, if you have to fix your gi, you turn away from your sensei. You turn in a clockwise direction, fix, make your adjustments, and turn back when you're ready. Okay? I'm gonna go to this side. Same drill. Ready? Get him right, take. Mai ge kiyagi. Front snap kick, rear leg. Ready? Each. Knee. Son. Shi. Morote. Ready? Ichi. Knee. Son. Shi. And morote. Yame. Os. All right. One more time. Let's go from the other direction, moving that way. Again, stay with me just like we would be in a class here. Everything I'm doing, you should be doing as well. All right? Ready? And again, get them right. Tick. And begin. Each. Knee. Son. Shi. Morote. And again, each. Knee. Son. Shi. And morote. Yame. Os. All right, very good. All right, so we got that snap kick in there. Just transitioning from that get 'em right down block. So we did that snap kick so you can kind of feel and understand. That's what a snap kick is. Get 'em right down block is blocking that type of kick as it's coming towards you. Now let's do the kikomi, or the front thrust kick. I'm gonna come to you again. Ready? All right. Get 'em right, take. Hands on your hips. Kikomi this time, all right? Front thrust kick. Remember to pump your leg like it's a piston, all right? Ready? Ichi. Knee. Son. Shi. And morote. Ready? Ichi. Knee. Son. Shi. And morote. Yame. Os. Let's go side to side. We're going to go from this direction and then from this direction, so stick with me. Ready? Get them right, tick. Hands on hips. And begin. Front snap kick, mai ge kikomi. Each. Knee. Son. Shi. Feet come together for your morote. Ready? Each. Knee. Son. Shi. Feet come together, morote. Come back together, yame. Os. All right, very good. All right, back to the other side. Stick with me. Ready? Get him right, tick. Give yourself plenty of room. Ready? Hands on hips. Each. Knee. Son. Shi. And morote. Again. Each. Knee. Son. Shi. Feet together, morote. Feet back together, yame. Os. Okay, hopefully you understand how the difference between those two kicks. You're intermediate at this point, so you should understand that. Where we're kicking with, what contact point is going to be the ball of your foot with that thrust kick, all right? The thrust moves forward, you're kicking with the ball of your foot, all right? I would bring my bag out, but that's too much. So anyways, you know, you're kicking with the ball of your foot for that thrust kick. For the snap kick, typically the snap kick is coming to the groin or inner thigh areas. Those kicks are going to be with your instep or your shin. All right, pretty much, unless you're in a sparring competition, point karate, you're gonna have some kind of a pad on your foot. Rarely are you gonna be barefoot, but in a street situation, street fight situation, that front snap kick is going to be executed low with the instep of your foot. Maybe your shin, if you're able to be that close to someone to actually engage that kick. All right, just so you're aware what your target is, and just so you're aware what the point of impact is on your body as you're making that those two attacks, or those two kicks. All right, so those two kicks we've explored now a little bit. Let's talk about two new blocks. All right, so two new blocks. Uchi uke. Uchi uke is an inside-out block. All right, standing here in shizentai, arms down. Uchi uke is an inside block. It looks like this. All right, let me turn to the side again so you can see that. You're here. All right, one more time from this side. Ready? Okay, what is that blocking? So typically this can block a lot of things. So this block can block punches. So if a punch is coming straight to you, all right, it's easily blocked and you move out of the way at the same time. All right, if it's coming straight to my chest here, this block moves that punch out of the way, it moves my body out of the way. The shifting of your body is going to depend, right? If someone were punching and I'm stepping into it, it can look like this. I'm still on me, I'm still blading my position, very similar to get up or a down block. My arm is just up here like this. Okay? You can also have it if I'm just standing straight here in one position. If that block is coming, I'm not stepping forward, I'm moving off to the side. Okay? It's called Tagaizuki, where you're kind of moving off to the side. It's not Tagaizuki. I'll recall what it is in a second. So anyways, as you come here, you're stepping offline. Offline from the attack. Okay? Same thing if it came from the same direction. You just want to move over here to this side. It's just redirecting the punch or the kick that way. So it can still be a kick, right? If the kick is high, a good high round kick maybe, you're just blocking it off to the side. Again, blocking it off to the side, just so you're moving offline of the attack. Okay? So that's what this block is for. Again, it can still be a block that you move forward and backwards on. Okay? But typically this block is to move offline or redirect the force offline. Once you've redirected that punch, you've left them wide open to an attack here, a kick, a down kick. Okay, there's a lot of things that you can do. Once you've made that block, you can then grab their arm and then strike, or then move in for a hip toss, anything like that. So this is a very effective block, and it can be used in a variety of different ways. So again, let's look at it. As you're here in shizentai, we're going to block with our left arm. So the left arm is going to go as if you're wearing a sword on this side of your belt, and you're going to grab the hilt or the handle of that sword, and you're going to bring it here. Okay, so the fist rotates around. Okay, so you're grabbing and sticking it over here. Let's pretend maybe it's a screwdriver. You have a screwdriver right over here in your tool belt, and you're going to stab it in the wall over there. Stabbing it in the wall right here. Okay, grab it out of your tool belt, grab your screwdriver, stab it into the wall over there. Grab it here, stab it into the wall over there. Okay, again, reaching, this hand can do a variety of things, all right? So it can be used as a grabbing tool. It can also just be used to mark your target or help block something. So if that punch is coming and I'm doing this and then this, it's kind of a slap of the arm and then the block comes. You see that punch coming, move out of the way, the block comes, then the grab, then the strike, okay? So again, this arm would typically mark your target, or the non-blocking arm would mark the target. So again, if you're this going the other direction, again, you can push, block. Just slap it away and block, okay? So that's what your other arm is doing. So this arm is going to slap out and block. This arm is grabbing your screwdriver, stabbing it into the wall. Okay, again from the other side, slap, grab, turn, stab the screwdriver into the wall. Notice that my feet are not turning. It's just my body and my hips, just back and forth like this. Okay, so the block is here, 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 and here. Now let me turn to the side so you can see a little bit better of an angle on it. Again, the punch is coming. I'm slapping it away, grabbing my screwdriver, stabbing it into the wall. The punch is coming. I'm going to slap it away, grab my screwdriver, stab it into the wall. Okay, that's the block. On this side, same thing. The punch is coming. Slap, grab the screwdriver, stab it into the wall. Slap, grab the screwdriver, stab it into the wall. And when I say grab the screwdriver, that's when you're making your fist. All right, we all know making the fist is going to start with your pinky rolling in, coming across, hand or thumb goes across the bottom of your fingers, squeezing that peanut butter or that ketchup packet so it explodes out going that direction whenever you're making your fist. Out that direction, out that direction. So again, grab the screwdriver, squeeze it, peanut butter comes out over there. Grab the screwdriver, squeeze it, peanut butter comes out over there. As you make that tighten at the end, and once you make impact, that's where you tighten and then relax. Grab, tighten, relax. Tighten, relax. Tighten, relax. Okay? That's the block. That is uchi uke. That is an inside to out block. You're coming from the inside, blocking to the outside. Coming from the inside, blocking to the outside. Uchi uke. Okay? Now, again, hip twist is very important there, and I know we're doing that very statically, standing there like that. But you all know how to do Gedo Murai down block, and we know how we're twisting our hips just like this. Well, now all you're doing is moving that block from here to here. So from here to here. So from here, again, you're grabbing your screwdriver, stepping forward, and blocking. Okay, so let's try that a few times. We're going to go very slowly. I'll just start back here in the back. From here, ready? Gedo Murai Kumite. Good. Now slowly stepping forward with uchi uke. Ready? Hajime. Ichi. Good. Body turns, you grab the screwdriver, you stab it into the wall. Your body's in Han-mi facing this direction. Ready? Ni. Come together, grab your screwdriver, block out. Turning your body out. Good. Ready again? Ni or San. Last one, I'm not going to get too much closer, I'll just step in place. Ready? Yon. That's 4. Okay? Yeah, man. All right, let's go side to side. Again, hopefully you can see it that way as well. Start over here in this direction. Ready? Gedo Murai Kumite. Uchi uke. Inside to out block. Ready? Ichi. Slow. Ni. Slow. San. Shi. All right, let's try that morote. Ready? Morote. Turning and block. Down block with your Gedo Murai down block. Prepare for your uchi uke again. Ready? Ichi. Ni. San. Shi. Morote. Again, ready? Ichi. Ni. San. Shi. Morote. Yame. Os. All right, very good. Again, the beauty of this program, rewind if you need to, pause, practice this a few times in place, go back over it just like I did. Go back over it with me a few times, watch how I'm doing that block, and do it with me, all right? Walk it along just as I did. Take the video, go to settings, go to half speed if you need to. Go slow, go to 3/4 speed. Get it until you feel like you have the block down. Uchi uke is that inside out block. There's a lot of things that go into it, just like that went into Gedo Murai when you learn that block. So as you step out, you're up and down. The block is outside of your body. Again, it's over here is where it ends, outside of your body. Bladed your body, turning, okay? Same thing with uchi uke, all right? You grabbed your screwdriver, you brought it out to here. It's outside of your body line, right? This is my body line. It's outside of that. I've moved outside to get offline of my attacker. It's blocked. All right. Again, from here you can grab to make several different moves here, or you can turn and run away. All right. A lot of people ask me what the best self-defense is. The best self-defense is being able to get away. Period. That is it. If I can teach you anything, if you can walk away from this class with anything at all, being able to get away or walk away from an attack is the best self-defense that I can offer anyone. If someone were to punch or try to punch me and I move out of the way with that block, I'm done. I've moved. Now I can get offline and I can walk away. I've escaped that attack. All right. I'm not teaching you fighting skills here. I'm teaching you self-defense skills. So, same thing with those blocks. That get them right down block is here. Okay. Just from here, go ahead and get into a. So standing here, let's step out into Gedan Mirai Kumite. Good. All right. From here, execute the Uchi Uke with the left hand without moving. So reach down and grab your screwdriver, hand out, and throw the block. All right, go back to Gedan Mirai, here, here. All right, Uchi Uke, grab your screwdriver, throw the block. Go back to Gedan Mirai, here. Grab your screwdriver, Uchi Uke, block. Let's repeat that a few times. I'm just going to count 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 is Gedan, 2 is Uchi Uke. Ready? Ichi, ni, ichi, ni, ichi, ni. All right. Again, what I want you to feel here is that your body's not really changing. The difference in those two blocks, the difference in the redirection of both of those forces coming at you. Your body is here. You're in a good, stable stance. Hopefully you feel like you're good and stable. So again, the block is here or here. Here, 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 here. All right, let's try it the other side. So come back to your ready position. Stepping out into a right Gedan Mirai Kumite. Ready? Ichi, ni, ichi, ni, ichi, ni, ichi, ni. Right, so you feel the two things that are happening. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, that's what you should feel and relax after every impact. Right, so after every impact, there's a block. Relax. Block again. Relax. Block. Relax. Block. Relax. Okay, you should feel that relaxed heaviness throughout your movements in karate. All right, every time you block, it's very tense at the point of impact. Then relax. There's no reason to be tense anymore throughout the effort. You're over intensifying your body. You're gonna run through your adrenaline or burn through any adrenaline or energy that you have if you're constantly tense and you're moving very structured and very strong. You just need to block, relax, and relax. You should be able to see it actually. If I'm watching you or you're watching me, you should be able to see that after a punch, there's a relax and relax. You should see it fall off the body. You should see the tenseness of what just happened fall from the body. All right, so try to concentrate on that. Try to think about that a little bit as well as you're moving through these various techniques, these various Kihon drills. All right, so that is Uchi Uke. All right, now let's get into Soto Uri Uke or Uri Uke. It can be either one. So Soto Uri Uke or Uri Uke is an outside to inside block. So it comes from here and goes straight across the body. This is a very strong block that, again, for a punch that's coming straight for your head, you're blocking it out of the way. All right, this hand again can be one of those slap blocks. You're just slapping it and then blocking it. Redirection of force going in that direction or this direction. Again, if you see that hand coming, you're slapping it out of the way, block, slap, block, slap, block. Okay, it comes down and around, it twists. So right here, you should be looking at your fist, right here. And as you execute the block, it twists, right? There's that twist and redirection of the power or what's being impacted. So someone's fist or their forearm, their wrist, as that punch is coming in, it's being redirected off to the side by that impact and twist away from your body. You're moving your body this time. So typically with like Uchi Uke and Gedan Barai, you're turning away from the impact. You're turning away from the impact, away, away. Now you're turning with it. The body is here. You're throwing your impact. You're throwing the body weight. So this is a very powerful block because you're throwing your weight into it. There is the fist coming in, throw the block. Fist coming in, throw the block. Okay? So, how do we execute this? Let's look at step by step. So again, we're here in Shizentai. Your left arm is going to come out. Your right arm is going to come up and behind you. I don't know what to really call this, as if you're grabbing. Let's say you're grabbing a stick, okay? I don't want to grab anything in here. Grab one of my tonfa. So it's as if you're taking this, you're grabbing it here, and you're swinging it this way. Swinging around, okay? Just like that. So we change hands, swing it around, okay? It's here behind your head, swing it around, rotate your body. Impact and rotation happen the same direction, all right? So, think about that as you execute that block. Your right hand is going to come up almost behind your head like this. And as you step, the block is there. Okay? And it can be either direction that you're stepping. So you can be here and step out this way. Doesn't make too much sense because you're kind of stepping into it, right? So if you're stepping, if you're blocking, you're stepping with the same foot. So stepping with my right foot, blocking with my right foot, there it is, there's the block. How's that differ from the uchi-uke, right? Uchi-uke is coming, I'm stepping with the hand that I'm blocking with, right? It's the same thing. So Gedan Barai, I'm stepping with the hand I'm blocking with. Same thing with Soto Uriuke, you're stepping with the hand you're blocking with, but you're going across your body. Gedan, you're here. Uchi-uke, you're here. Soto Uriuke, you're here. Okay? So stepping out with your right foot, grab the stick from behind your head, marking your target out in front, step forward with your right foot into Zengaku Sudachi stance, bring your hand out and around, your other hand moves into Hikite. Blocking or marking your target again as you move forward. This hand comes up, stepping forward, rotation, there's the block, other hand moves into Hikite position. One more time, hand comes up to block, this hand moves up, stepping, there's the block. Okay, Soto Uriuke. Let's run through this a few times. I'm going to walk towards you and then we're going to do this from the side, so do this with me. Ready? Gedan Barai Kumite. Soto Uriuke. Ready? Hajime. Ichi. Slow. Ni. Son. Shi. Ready? Let's go backward. We're not turning this time. Let's go backward. Ready? Ichi. Ni. Son. Shi. Yummy. Good. Good speed there. Again, you're taking that block to the outside of your body. All of these blocks are moving the strike that's coming in off to the outside of your body, to the periphery of your body. So again, you're looking at Gedan, out and away from your body. Uchi-uke, out and away from your body. Soto Uriuke, bam, out and away from your body. So everything stays here, but all of your blocks and all of those strikes are moving out into the periphery of your body, away from you. Same thing with Age-uke. I know we didn't touch on that one in this class, and I said we would. We're going to do some drills still. Age-uke is the block that goes up and out. It moves that block, or moves that strike to the periphery of your body. Everything should move to the periphery of your body, not inside. You're not capturing anything. So again, uke means to receive, but you're not blocking, right? We're not putting up a force field that when somebody punches, I'm not doing this to block it. I am redirecting it off to the side, or receiving. So the punch is still coming in, I'm receiving it, I'm just redirecting the force of it, all right? So let's go back over here to this side. Soto Uriuke, ready? Gedan Barai Kumite. Moderate speed here, ready? Mark your target. Soto Uriuke. Ichi. Ni. Son. Shi. Backward, ready? Ichi. Ni. Os. Alright, let's move to the other side. Hopefully you're understanding this one. Hopefully walking backwards doesn't confuse you too much, because again, the block is still on the same side of your leg, right? So if you step with your right leg, then block goes with the right leg. If your left leg is forward, the block is with your left arm. Alright? Let's go again. Ready? Get up, right, take. Ready, stepping forward into Soto Uryuke, a little bit faster this time. Try synchronization as much as possible, so when the block ends, your foot is landed. Ready? Begin. Ich, ni, so, shi, back. Ready? Ich, ni, so, shi. Yummy. Os. All right, let's talk about this block a little bit further in height. Okay, so Uchi-uke, you're about here. It's just not exactly right here at your shoulder. Maybe your index knuckle might be at the height of your shoulder, but typically that's about as high as you want to go. It can go lower, but then your arm tends to look like a block we'll get to later, which is a Moroto-uke, which would be a supported block here. But this is a little bit higher. You should be able to see all of your knuckles, all of your fingertips should be here. You should be able to see them pointing back here at your body. All right. Soto Uryuke, same thing. Out, around, same height. This is a little bit taller. Okay, so it's a little bit higher than my shoulder, but I can still see all my fingers pointing directly back at me. I can see my wrist and forearm very clearly. Again, here. And I can see it. All right, I'm still moving this direction, I'm still looking at you here, but that block is over here and I can see where it is. It's offline, we've redirected the force. All right, again, this side, offline, redirection of force, fist is higher than my shoulder, probably about nose height. If I'm looking at it, it should be about nose height as you move that block around. And again, around, just like that, okay? That's how the block should look. Okay, so again, let's go through, let's do Uchi-uke. You know what, let's change it up a little bit. Let's do Geita Morai, then Uchi-uke, and maybe we'll throw some Soto Uryukes in there. All right, so I don't want to confuse you too much, but you guys should know what you're doing at this point. Ready? All right, Yame, and Shizentai, ready? Geita Morai, take. All right, Geita Morai down block, ready? Ich, Uchi-uke, ni, Geita Morai down block, ready? Son, Uchi-uke, ready? Yon. Let's go backward, ready? Geita Morai down block, Ich, Uchi-uke, ni, Geita Morai down block, Son, Uchi-uke, Yon. And Yame. Os. Hopefully that didn't confuse you too much. Alternating between those two blocks. Okay, I'm going to come straight to you. Work with me here. Ready? Get a Morai Kumite. Uchi-uke. Ready? Ich. Get a Morai down block. Ni. Uchi-uke. Son. Get a Morai down block. Yon. Backward. Ready? Uchi-uke. Ich. Get him right down block, ni. Uchi-uke, son. Get him right down block, yon. Yummy. Os. All right, very good. All right, let's try that one more time. All right, we're gonna go from this direction, moving that direction, and then backwards. All right, hopefully you pick it up this time. Ready? And get him right, take. Uchi-uke, ich. Get it right down block. Son. That was your knee. Ready? Get Uchi-uke. Son. Get it right down block. Yon. All right. Uchi-uke. Ich. Ready? Ni. Son. Yon. Ready? Os. I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to do the count. Every other block alternate. So I don't need to tell you what the block is. We're starting with Geita Morai Kumite. Next step is going to be Uchi-uke, then Geita Morai Kumite, or sorry, then Geita Morai. We're We're gonna keep going until we back it up. Ready? Get him right, take. Ich, ni, so, yo. Back. Ready? Ich, ni, so, yo. Amen. Os. All right, very good. So before we wrap up today, I promised you that we would get into Age-uke, rising block. Let's get into Age-uke, rising block. All right, I'm gonna start back here at the back, walking straight forward to you. Age-uke, you know this block. You've done this block many times before. Ready? Get him right, take. Rising block, Age-uke, ready? Ich, ni, so, yo. And back. Ready? Ich, ni, so, yo. Come in. Os. All right. Just to talk about it, just because I feel the need to have that we have to have this conversation. Not a window pane. You're not opening the window. All right. You are coming straight up through the middle. Okay. Imagine there's a bookshelf right here. As your hand comes up, it's impacting, knocking that bookshelf off, turning to execute the block, redirecting the force off to the side. Here, other hand is the ikite. As you make the transition, hands cross, up, blocking out. Again, together, blocking out. Again, together, blocking out. Okay? Remember that the fist that's moving up should be moving vertically as much as possible. Vertically punching that bookshelf and then off to the side. The other hand that's coming down should be also looking at that bookshelf and cracking that bookshelf with your elbow. Coming down through it and bringing it back. Okay? So again, let's look at it again from here. Up, out to the side. Same elbow, watch it as it goes down, crack through that bookshelf and redirect. Again, watch the elbow on this one. Ready? Down, crack through that. Other one comes up to crack through the other one and up. Okay? Remember, there's two imaginary bookshelves. One you're crushing, the other one you're punching. Okay? Same bookshelf, same plane of space, impossible. Crack one, crack the other. Okay? Just like that. Remember that as you go through Age-uke, rising block. Let's go to this side. Ready? Get him right, come take. Age-uke, rising block. Ready? Ich, ni, so, yo. Back. Ready? Ich, ni, so, yo. Amen. Other side. Ready? Get him right, come take. Age-uke, rising block. Ready? Ich, ni, so, yo. Back. Ready? Ich, ni, so, yo. Amen. Os. All right, very good. Thank you very much for sticking with me through that class. This is an intermediate class, so hopefully you moved on from the beginner classes. You're starting these intermediate classes. You know what we're talking about as we move through some of these blocks. Let's cool down a little bit. All right, so to cool down, I just want you to take some deep breaths with me. Stand your feet shoulder width apart, breathing in. Hands come up. Release your breath, push it down and away. Inhale up. Exhale down. Again. And coming up on my toes, on the balls of my feet. One more time. Very good to relax. All right, at this point, I prefer that you do your cool down as long as you need to do your cool down to get your body rested, to get your heart rate to an acceptable heart rate that you feel comfortable with. All right. Typically at this point, I would recommend to do some static stretching. All right, you can start with a little bit of dynamic stretching, but I would suggest moving into some static stretching at this point. Try to work on your flexibility here, getting those kicks up. We did work our legs quite a bit. So feet going shoulder width apart, a little longer if you can. Try to just work on those hamstring stretches, okay? Your back, make sure your back feels good. Coming up here, your hip flexors, you should feel it as you're up, and it should dissipate into your hamstrings as you fold over. And then going right to left, again, working on those hamstrings as you get that stretch in there. Make sure you stretch out your arms, all right? We did a lot of arm work with all these blocks, these upper body blocks. So stretch out your arms, get those good chest stretches in, arms out to the side. Coming over here and stretching your shoulders on both sides. Again, take as much time as you need until you feel that you've adequately stretched and completed this workout. Thank you for joining me for this Shotokan Martial Arts Studies program sponsored by UNLV. My name is Justin. I appreciate your time. Come back together. Feet together, hands down by your side. And bow. Os. Back to Suzentai. Thank you.